friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Elle. I do mostly bookish videos, but sometimes other stuff too. Today I am here with a story time slash a rant, so grab your snacks, grab your drink, get comfortable. I'm about to spill the tea. Do people still say tea? Oh my god, I feel like that ages me so much. I wanted to talk to you guys about some beef that I'm having with David's Bridal. And it's really not that serious in retrospect, but it's kind of annoying. And I just want to talk about it with you all. I don't know if you're aware or not, but I am getting married next May to the love of my life. And so I have been in search of the perfect wedding dress for the best day of my life. And I feel like you can't really think about weddings and wedding dresses without David's Bridal. I live in Indiana. I live in a medium-sized town. I wouldn't qualify it as a city because I really don't think it's big enough to be called a city, so I refer to it as a town. In my town, there's only one bridal store, and that is David's Bridal. Very limited choices here. So when I was coming up with a game plan on how to find my wedding dress, I decided that I would go to David's Bridal here first and then make the longish drive out to Indianapolis, Indiana's capital, where I was hoping I would find a lot more stores and a lot more options for wedding dresses. The reason behind this being is that I wanted to go to David's Bridal here and narrow down my likes and dislikes. I have never tried on a wedding dress before. I've never had like a fancy gown fitted on me ever. So I wasn't sure what I liked, what I didn't like. So I was hoping to try on various silhouettes and different materials and just figure out what kind of wedding dress do I want so that when we made the drive out to Indianapolis, I would have an idea of the dress that I was looking for, and it would hopefully make the process less stressful and overwhelming for me and also for the sales associates. I had no plans of purchasing a dress at David's Bridal just because I didn't want to pick a dress from the first place that I visited. So I went in there with a plan. I told the sales associate I do not plan on buying a dress today though. So we got there, our sales associate was very nice, my bridesmaids were very, very helpful, my mom was there for support and you know, just that brutal honesty that we sometimes need. And I tried on different silhouettes, but the third or fourth dress really blew me away, blew my bridesmaids away. My mom was really happy with the dress. I actually took it off, tried on other dresses, and then put it back on a few times because I really loved the way it made me feel. Everyone else seemed really happy with it as well. That brought me into a dilemma. I was unsure if I wanted to go with this dress or not because again, do I want to go with this first dress that I love at the first place that I've visited? I thought, no, well, we have plans to go to Indianapolis and we're going to visit all these other bridal stores and I'm going to find something else that I like more, maybe. What if I'm missing out on something else? So of course I was discussing this with my bridesmaids and my mom, and they were all in agreement that it's a tough decision. They didn't want to push me to do anything that I didn't want to do. They were like, it's your wedding. I have the best bridesmaids ever. They were like, it's your decision. We really love this dress, but it's completely up to you what you choose to do. Of course, all this time, the sales associate is standing nearby listening to these conversations. We try on a few other dresses and then the store manager comes out as well. And she's, you know, hyping me up, and I get it. They're trying to make their money, make their commission. I can't hate on them for that. Again, they're both in the nearby area. We're talking about, well, I don't know. Do I take it? Do I wait? We can always come back. I mean, this one is right here in our town. There's not a lot of driving that we have to do to get here and then just get it. We'll go to Indianapolis, try on a few other dresses. In the back of my mind, I had kind of already made the decision that this was the dress that I was going to go with, mainly because I really loved the dress. I loved the way it made me feel. As soon as I saw myself, as soon as I saw their reactions, I just felt happy with that dress. And I knew that if I went to Indianapolis, made the long drive out to Indianapolis, and went to other places, I would be too overwhelmed. I am an extremely indecisive person where even picking where to go to eat is very stressful to me. It's stressful and it's frustrating and it's not a good time when I have to pick between choices. And if I found something there that I also liked equally as much, the dress buying process would no longer be fun. I would feel very just dissatisfied with myself because I would feel like I'm stressing out the sales associates and my bridesmaids and my mom and just myself because I can't make a decision. I am not a person who makes a decision. So I thought, I love this dress. I love the way it makes me feel. Why go somewhere else and then just put myself in an uncomfortable and unhappy position? So in the back of my head, I had already come to the conclusion that I will probably walk out with this dress, which is wild because I really went in with a mindset of I am not making a purchase. So the store manager is telling us kind of along the same things. You're going to go to a bigger city, pay bigger city prices on a dress. You're going to be overwhelmed by the choices, you know, and just like the long drive of back and forth, having to go try on dresses, put in the order, then drive back out, pick up the dress, and if there's alterations or whatnot. And she said, will you always be comparing whatever dresses you try on to this one? And I was. I mean, I love this dress. I already knew I was going to compare every single dress to this one. And then I mentioned that I would probably take some time to just think about it, reassure myself that this is the dress that I wanted, and then I would come in and put it in order if it was the dress that I was going to go with. And then she said, the dresses are kind of on back order. If you don't order your dress today, we can't guarantee a date of when you will get your dress. So I asked her if she could please check what was the delivery date, the estimated delivery date, and she gave me, I think it was like the end of January if I ordered it that day. She's like, that's kind of cutting it a bit short, or not short, but cutting it a bit close to your wedding date, but it should be enough time for alterations if they are needed, so you'll just be getting your dress on time for the wedding. I have never been a part of a wedding. I've never been married before, so I don't know how these processes work, but I have read online that they do recommend that you get your dress order in with plenty of time to allow for alterations. So that was just an additional pressure on me in the store because she told me that if I didn't order it that day, it might be pushed back. The delivery date would be past January, the end of January. And then she said that might not be enough time for alterations. So I'm thinking all of this and I'm really stressing out because I told her, well, it would just be a few days, and she kept telling me that it could be pushed out further. So it was causing me a lot of stress. So I went ahead and purchased the dress. Like I said, I am happy with the dress. I love it. It is my wedding dress, so I don't regret purchasing it. I just regret being pressured to buy it in that moment. So I put in the order. I ordered my dress and my veil. About a week or so later, we went to a different city, not Indianapolis, but a different city to look for my bridesmaids dresses. And although we did visit a lot of stores, we ended up at David's Bridal again in that particular city. Again, the girls tried on various dresses in different colors and styles, etc. We found a particular silhouette at David's Bridal that we really, really liked for the girls, but it didn't come in the color that we were wanting. Again, we were up in the air of, should we get this dress and compromise and do a different color, or should we go home, try a different store another day? Again, the sales associate and store manager were nearby. They were all kind of listening to our conversations, which again, I get it. They're there in case we need help. And the question of the delivery date came up again. And they also told me end of January. And we can only guarantee this date if you order today. Aside from the delivery date stuff, which I understand doesn't quite make sense yet, there was another shady thing happening with the store manager there as well, where she pulled me aside, or I guess she found me by myself and told me that if I didn't buy this particular dress, because it was a newer style, it could be pulled off the racks at any moment. So if I really liked it, I needed to get it soon because she couldn't guarantee if that dress would be there, say, next week. I explained that little side note to my fiance, and he was like, I doubt these dresses would disappear next week if they're new. So he actually confronted the store manager with the sales associate and asked him, can these dresses disappear in the next week, and the sales associate actually answered first and was telling us, no, like the styles do rotate, but it's usually like a seasonal thing every 6 months or so, not necessarily next week. And then the store manager was backpedaling, saying, no, I just meant, you know, because if they don't sell well, they probably won't stick around for the season and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, we're not planning on delaying the dress buying that far back. Regardless, just so that you know, shady business. Anyways, back to the delivery date. Once again, we were feeling the pressure due to the delivery dates and the salespeople telling us that the dress could come in a lot later if we didn't order it that day. And the girls will definitely need alterations on their dresses, so we were just trying to account for that and make sure that we could get the dresses in on time. So we did not buy the dresses that day, but they did tell us, you know, we'll put it on your file, but you definitely want to get the orders in soon because otherwise your delivery date keeps getting pushed back. So I was like, that's fine, we'll take a gamble. We like the dresses, they look stunning, but I wouldn't mind looking for another dress if all of a sudden the delivery time is something super outrageous. The girls did end up placing their orders in a week later. So we picked out the dresses and put them on hold, I guess, virtually in the David's Bridal in a city about an hour away from us. But they placed the orders in our hometown, at the David's Bridal in our hometown. When they put in the order for the bridesmaid dresses, they were both told, and they did this individually. They didn't go to the store together. I think they did it over the phone, like each on their own time. They were told that the dresses could be expected to arrive in October after they had paid. They were told the dresses would arrive in October. I'm not gonna lie, when my maid of honor texted me and told me, hey, these dresses are gonna arrive in October, I was like, this girl ordered the wrong dress. So I called up David's Bridal and I told them, just wanna verify and make sure that my gal ordered the right dress in the right color and everything. And she's like, yep, we compared the like SKU number and everything. And she's like, yep, that's the dress. It'll arrive in October. Me and my bridesmaids definitely thought that was a little shady, where the people in the other David's Bridal were pressuring us into buying these dresses, pressuring us with the due date and telling us this, we wouldn't get it until next year at the end of January if you don't order it now. So I did call up again and I asked them why that was, that the delivery date had suddenly changed. And what she told me was that, well, maybe the warehouse got a new shipment and your particular size happened to be included. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll take that. To recap, I ordered my dress on September 17th, and then my bridesmaids placed their orders probably either a week or two after that. On October 2nd, literally 2 weeks and 1 day after, I get a phone call saying my wedding dress has arrived. And a week after that, my bridesmaids get a call saying their dresses are in. Not even a month after we placed our orders. And when we went to pick up our dresses, because we all went in together, I did tell the sales associate who was there how it was strange that we were told we weren't getting these dresses in until at least the end of January, and all of a sudden they're in. And she just kind of giggled, but couldn't give me a reason. She had no words to give me. She's like, oh, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like that's a bit shady of them to pressure brides and their party into purchasing dresses with the peer pressure of delivery dates. Like, I was still going to give you my business. All I was asking for was a few days to really lock in and secure my decision. My bridesmaids were still going to come back and look for their dresses. And again, I get that they have to make their money, make their commission. I get that, but their business practices are shady. We get there and she asks us if we want to do alterations. And it's like, girl, no. My wedding isn't until May. I don't know what I'm gonna look like in January. To be honest, I was still eating very unhealthily. I mean, I still am, but we're making and trying to make better choices. But, you know, I wasn't too worried about what I was eating because I thought I don't have to try on my wedding dress until the end of January and then do alterations. Like, I'll get in shape before January. no, I'm not gonna do alterations now because hopefully this is not the body shape I'm gonna have. And that was also my bridesmaid's thought process as well. So it's like, no, I'm not going to do alterations when my wedding isn't until May. And in particular, the issue with my wedding dress is that in store, I tried on an ivory gown. According to some family traditions that we have, I need to get married in a white gown. And I did order the dress in white, but that was even something that the store manager said, well, yes, we can do that, but you know, delivery times, and they have to custom make your dress in white because it doesn't naturally, or they don't have that as readily available as the ivory. So my dress was supposed to even take a little bit longer because of the custom made whiteness of it, and it's here 2 weeks and a day later. Que alguien me explique. I was very annoyed. I was very frustrated and still kind of am at David's Bridal. Is this what they do? They give you these late deadlines, but really your dress can get here fairly quickly. I don't know if this was a one-off chance. I don't know if it just happened that way, but it's too much of a coincidence. After this experience, I have no plans to ever purchase from them again. I do not regret the purchasing of my dress because I love it. I think it's stunning. I'm so excited for my fiance to see me in it. And I love the bridesmaids dresses. They ended up being really, really pretty in the color that we ordered them. Stunning dresses. They look absolutely beautiful in it. But David's Bridal, do better because I will not be a returning customer. Now, both my bridesmaid and my maid of honor kind of were left with a bad taste in their mouth. Like, where's the trust and faith? You've lost it. You've lost my trust, David's Bridal. Like, I get it. Make your money, but don't lie to me, okay? I just wanted to put that out there in case anyone else is thinking of going to David's Bridal. Definitely do. They have really pretty dresses. Just be firm about these delivery dates, y'all. Ask more questions. I didn't because I didn't think there was an issue. So that's my beef with David's Bridal. Let me know down in the comments if you have gone through this situation before with David's Bridal. Like, is this a common occurrence or was this just an Indiana thing, maybe? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story time. If it's a bit rambly, I'm so sorry. My name is Elle. I'm getting married next year. And I'll see you in next time's video.